So hey, can you tell me why you're here today?
Yeah, I'm here to let everybody know that not all the women in Alaska support the McCain-Palin agenda.
How long have you lived in Alaska?
Since 1985.
Wow, that's great. Thank you so much for coming.
You're welcome.
Okay, so what brings you out here today?
I'm here because I don't think that Governor Palin is ready for the job of Vice President. I want people to know that not everyone in Alaska is pro-Palin.
Okay, how long have you lived in Alaska?
Well, I've lived in Alaska off and on since I was 14.
Okay, so can you tell me what brings you out here today?
I wanted people to know that Sarah doesn't speak for all Alaskan women.
What issues do you have a disagreement with?
Creationism being taught in the schools, pro-life, the financial situation in Wasilla. We could go on and on.
How long have you lived in Alaska?
18 years.
Great. Hey, thanks for coming today.
Thank you so much.
Bye-bye.
One important reason is I'm here to represent my wife who's out of town.
Okay, and she wouldn't be a supporter then of Sarah Palin's?
That's an understatement.
Okay. And
I have 2 granddaughters, and I hope that one of these days when they're grown up, they get to make their own choices. In my opinion, Sarah doesn't represent that. She's a fine human being, but she is not qualified to be Vice President or President of the United States.
How long have you lived in Alaska?
Over 20 years.
Great. Thank you so much for coming. Have a great day.
You're welcome.
Well, I've been an Obama supporter from the beginning, and Sarah Palin joining the race has worried me a little bit, and I just want to come out as an Alaskan woman who is not supporting Sarah Palin.
How long have you lived in Alaska?
My entire life, 31 years.
All right, thank you so much.
All right, thank you.
I just don't think that Sarah Palin is qualified for the job. I think she doesn't have the experience that we need in a vice president or a president for that matter, and I don't support her as the vice presidential candidate.
Well, I have a certain position about things, and I'm really not in favor of the Bush administration. And basically, Palin and McCain are going to be the same old thing, And I'm really concerned, and I'm really scared about some of the views that are being set forth. Nobody's talking about the important issues. Nobody's talking about the deficit. No one's talking about the bailing out of Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. Nobody is talking about these very important issues, and this country's going to hell in a handbasket.
All right, so what brings you out here today?
I just thought I'd show my support for non-Sarah Palin issues. I just feel that I had to speak my mind, let people know that I don't dislike Sarah Palin, but I object to a lot of her views, social issues, and on climate change. And I just don't think she knows enough about foreign policy to possibly be president, much less vice president. And so that's why I came out.
How long have you lived in Alaska?
30 years.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
I think Sarah's very frightening in terms of environmental policy. She doesn't understand that drill baby drill feeds our oil addiction, and that is dangerous for national security, our international standing, and of course the environment. She will not acknowledge the science that global warming is human caused, so she's not about to change our policies to start reducing global warming.
How long have you lived in Alaska?
I'm a lifelong Alaskan.
Great, thank you so much.
Yes.
Sarah Palin is not speaking for Alaska. We're out trying to tell the world that we are against her policies and against what she and McCain stands for.
How long have you lived in Alaska?
About 20 years.
Great. Hey, thank you for coming out.
Thank you.
For choice of reading whatever library books they choose, and for choice of choosing whatever God I wish to worship or not.
Thank you. How long have you lived in Alaska?
It's almost 17 years.
Great. Thank you very much.
I worked
really hard to get a job and to prepare for the job that I'm doing so that I'm qualified. And I'm not going to vote for somebody who's not qualified for the job. Look at the Charlie Gibson interview and honestly evaluate whether or not this person could step into the presidency. You have to be blind to think that she could do that job. We're in big trouble if she ends up a step away from the presidency.
Okay, so what brings you out here today?
I'm here because it's too important not to show up. I'm here because I love my country and I love my children too much not to tell the rest of the country that we can do better.